Ndị be anyị ekenere m unu. Asị m ka nke e chiri ya zelu. Asị m unu ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma site n'ebe isi wee na-esore anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa na Eastern News 24. Anyị si na ọ ya dịrị onye ọbụla na mma ka bụ ndị na-esore anyị n'ilu akwụkwọ n'ihe anyị na-ebe dị iche iche. N'ụbọchị nke taa anyị si na ọ ya dịrị anyị Igbo na mma na anyị yarị ka echi na echi ede agwụ agwụ. Ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ ife wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ morning tea n'ilu akwụkwọ. Ihe a bụ gbasịta maka ya bụ ihe na-eme na obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya, ana gbasịta maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ nwetara unu ka unu ga-ya bụ ife, unu ga-esi ya bụ ife na tinye alụ nke unu ife unu chere gbasịta maka ihe ndị a niile o kwugasị n'ilu akwụkwọ dị iche iche n'ụbọchị nke taa na morning tea. Dịka ị na-ege ya bụ ife, dropkwara your own comment n'ilu akwụkwọ, ọ dịkwa nnukwu mkpa. All right, over to you, sir.
My fellow Biafrans in the north, and of course those that have joined and are listening to this program today, I have come to address many of you for the very first time in northern Nigeria in connection with a horrific and savage act of terrorism against our land a few days ago. We have seen on social media images, videos, including those who survived the attack against our students in their schools. This attack claimed the life of dozens of peaceful, innocent students in their hostels. My fellow citizens of Biafra, this attack were also meted against our students and doctors, women and teenagers. As usual, everywhere is silent. Have you not seen videos of the survivors that are on social media in pool of their own blood? But those castigating the Biafra government defense of Biafra land are all silent. What does that tell you? And of course, they are waiting for the Biafra defense forces to engage these terrorists before you will hear their national outcry of how we are killing people. The Biafra defense forces are fighting to save the life of those they have kidnapped. Many may be in a very critical condition. But I'm very, very confident and very optimistic that in the coming days, you will be seeing results and news that will be coming from the den of those terrorists. Because of the recent attack on Biafra soil, which we all know that is being aided by their counterpart accomplices in the Nigeria Terrorist Army Police and other agencies within Biafra land, in order to divert our attention from neutralizing and eliminating them. I have to tell them today that unfortunately our focus will not be diverted. Our focus remain on them because they are the generator, they are the facilitator, they remain the accomplice, they abet, they aid, and they protect and shield these ragtag terrorists that are now on rampage in Biafra land. But one thing is certain, you see this month of August will never be forgotten in the history of Nigeria and the Biafra struggle. We will engage these terrorists ruthlessly. And as you all know, the Biafra government has taken measures, additional anti-terrorism measures, anti-sabotage measures, which the government has adopted, and the result will be coming out in a few days or weeks to come. One of those measures being that from the 30th of this August, there will be no additional entrance of cows through the bushes and the border of Biafra land. 2, there will be no movement of cows, interstate movement of cows through the forest. And if you violate this particular law and measures that the Biafra government have introduced in order to curb and fight these terrorists in our land, believe me, we don't ask questions, and we don't have prisons. We do not have prison yard or facilities or correctional facilities. This is an official announcement that from the 30th of August, every movement of cows in the bushes are banned, completely banned. And remember that this pronouncement has never been made since the beginning of the liberation of Biafra. Even when the corrupt idiots were making their laws of the movement of cow and the terrorists and all that, which were never enforced, from the Yoruba land down to the Biafra land. Many of these fake people parading themselves as representative of the people has one point in time tried to ban the movement of cows, because these are terrorists who follows them. And all this while we have been observing, waiting for a moment like this when they have attacked us, and the evidence is there. So from the 30th of August, and I know that before 30th of August they are going to unleash mayhem on our people, but believe me, whatever happens, know that the Biafra government is equal to the tax. We will never deviate from engaging their counterpart in the uniform. From the 30th of August, we will face those terrorists in the bush. And I promise Biafra people that under this government, we will eradicate the interstate movement of terrorists with their cows from one place to another. It is our focus. And that particular measures has been taken, considered by the government and the Biafra Defense Forces, and implementation will follow ruthlessly. So therefore, people, all you need remain the support to the government, and we thank you for the support you have given so far by making sure that you are speaking in one voice like never before. The Nigeria state are quaking and panicking. Those one Nigeria gullible, idiotic fraudsters, the internet criminals are quaking and trembling because they have seen that Biafrans are all behind the Biafra government, and it shocked them. And more of this will be coming, more of the hate will be coming, because they see that you are now coming back in unison and becoming unified. That unity is exactly what this tour is targeted at achieving. We thank you in homeland, Biafra de facto government in the homeland, who have smartly conducted and conducting the self-referendum, and we have seen over 50 million votes. Still counting, because the voting will end November 28. I want to thank you for your belief and trust in the Biafra government. The changes you crave for, the nation you are fighting for, you will enjoy it. I want you to understand that many propaganda will come, because they see Prime Minister of Biafra is standing very strong, and I am telling you all that I will be the end of Nigeria. I have said this severally, I will say it again, I will be the end of Nigeria. Somebody has to be the end of Nigeria. Somebody has to do it. I am here to do it. We are here to fight and pass freedom onto our new generation, and not this situation, not this slavery, not this new colonialism that have destroyed the future of our people. Biafra will be the beginning of civilization in Africa. We have introduced the most acceptable democratic system by allowing Biafrans to speak, by participating in free will voting for their self-referendum. And of course, the pathway to freedom is after the referendum has been conducted in Finland. We will gather from the 29th of November to 3rd of December 2024, where delegation from all over the world will gather to append their signatures to confirm the consent given to them by the Biafra people to declare the restoration of independent state of Biafra. After that, we will communicate to Abuja, and this warning of withdrawal of all the terrorists in uniform from Biafra land will be enforced with the highest force. We will not fight conventional war with them. We will dictate how this war will be fought, and it is going to take us 20 years to eliminate Nigeria from our land. We are ready for it. If it is going to take us 10 years after 2nd of December to eliminate Nigeria in our land, we are ready for it. I want you to understand that America left Vietnam because of the asymmetric and the guerrilla warfare, the jungle warfare that Vietnamese unleashed on Americans during the war. Our own will be worse than the Vietnamese war. We will make sure it is the only way out of the enslavement of Nigeria It is only way out of the terrorism of Nigeria. They thought they can eliminate us and they force us together with the barrels of the guns. We have come to let them understand that Nigeria can never win this war, not now, not tomorrow, not never. The earlier they accept this self-referendum and start immediately the United Nations procedures or recognition of Biafra and acceptance of the self-referendum, the better for them. If they refuse, believe me, we will destroy Nigeria, because that is the only way to save our life. And at the end, they will still declare and recognize Biafra. The worst part of this very sad truth is that if they accept this amicably in peace, they will save lives and save many things. But if they refuse, I will tell you, many things will go down. At the end, we will sit at the round table and discuss the liberation and independence of Biafra, when a lot of damages may have been done which can never be repelled and recalled. I am telling you today, I'm standing on this planet Earth on the ground and promising Biafra people that I will not hand over slavery to my children, to our children, to our generation, but freedom is what we will hand over to them. Not just freedom, but Biafra, where they will have the opportunity to aspire to whatever they want to be in life, where they will live freely, have the power and the ability to study and compete among nations of the world. What you are doing today is because you know Nigeria has failed. The reason you are supporting me, why I am in exile, why the government is in exile, is because you know we have preferred a better solution. We have preferred a brighter future for you, and it is not just preferring. We are coming with the realistic solution to your problems. We will provide electricity, provide good road, healthcare system, insurance. We will also make sure that the database is the first thing we are going to do, which we have already done with the Biafra government in exile. Today we have the BSA, Biafra Security Administration, which is responsible for collecting the data of Biafras and the issuance of Biafra National Identity Card. We have started solving your problems even before we get recognition and before declaring independence. We have also provided solutions to the insecurity that are now rampant in Nigeria. Every part of Nigeria is facing annihilation because of the jihadist movement, the continuation of the Usman Danfodio, which every one of you know the history. What is happening today in Nigeria is the continuation. And the primary target remains the Biafra territory, which we have resisted and continue to resist. So my brothers and sisters, those of you who believe in Nigeria, you have a choice. It is your right. But remember, we have gathered 50 million. For you to outnumber us, you will have another 60 million or 51 million that will say no to Biafra. Only then we can back down. For now, we have the majority of the Biafra people, those who have never voted and participated in Nigeria election since they were born. They are now voting in Biafra self-referendum. And some idiot will be telling you, oh, how many are you in Biafra? Where did you get the 50 million vote? Ask them, do you have any statistics? Do you have any document, record, data of anybody, of everybody in Biafra land? Ask them, how many are you in Nigeria? How many are you in the eastern region, which is the territory of Biafra? Who have the data? Where is the record? Today, our record becomes the authentic record. Our own record, the data being collected from this voting become the authentic record, because you never conducted any reasonable and realistic census on our people. Everything in Nigeria is fake. You go to Google, you go to Wikipedia, you see what they are reporting, 20 million people, 30 million people, and they think that it is the time we are going to be looking at what they are writing on Wikipedia. Wikipedia that is being manipulated by the result of those nomadic people that were leading the Nigeria Census Board where they will be counting cow leg in the northern Nigeria, and they disenfranchise the eastern part of Nigeria, which is Biafra territory, and they will count one family and jump the other family. Not even that. Majority of Biafrans never participated in the Nigeria census, and they don't want to participate because they have lost faith in Nigeria. But in this Biafra self-referendum, they have come to identify with the Biafra government, and this result from this voting become the authentic number of people that actually qualified to cast their vote, and it will be authentic. We call on Nigeria and those who care that the authentication of the result of the Biafra self-referendum will be the only pathway to peace. The refusal and the rejection will be the pathway to anarchy. And we are ready to carry guns, not just for the self-defense, but to defend the result of the self-referendum. Thank you very much. Biafrans in northern Nigeria, I thank you. And let those who are still hanging on the roadside thinking that what we are doing here is a joke, you are going to regret not supporting this freedom up to this point. Nigeria have nothing on us. For those rappers in America, I want to tell you today that you defined who you are, and nobody else will tell you who you are. You defend yourself, nobody else will defend you. We have seen how people are dying in other parts of Nigeria. Nobody is protecting and defending them. Those who supposed to be the security that should be protecting the people are actually helping the terrorists to take over their land. They attack your land, and after 2 weeks, people that you don't know where they come from will occupy your land, and that is the end. As I'm talking to you today, it is a fact that people were born in IDP camp in Benue State, and today they are 19 years. 19 good years born in IDP camp and still living in IDP camp. Who is living and occupying their land? Strangers. From Central African Republic, Fulani from other parts of Africa occupying their land. And the government of Nigeria, that is a terrorist state government, have done nothing to make these people go back to their land. That is what we have prevented in Biafra land. And that is the reason why the security of life or property of Biafra people will be taken very seriously, and we will protect our women ruthlessly, like we are going to do in the next coming weeks. Those terrorists that attack and kidnap our doctors, our students from the school, I pity for you. Run! Because there will be no excuse. We will hunt you down. We will hunt you down. I am telling you the fact. In the next few weeks, we will be hunted down. Any place you are in Biafra forest, we will hunt you down. Remember, Biafrans, that for this to be possible, we will need to continue to support and fund the Biafra Defense Forces. It is their job to protect our land, and that they have sworn to do, and that they have done very well, which is the reason this attack against Biafra is not a rampage like we see in other parts of Nigeria. But we will use this time around to set example to those who are planning to attack us in the future. And from here, I say, may God bless you. Biafrans in the northern Nigeria, airborne to the Biafra Defense Forces. Airborne. Yes, nobody is going to protect our land than us. We have done that very well, and we continue to do it till Biafra is declared and defended. Northern Nigeria, today is the beginning. Unify yourself, bring everybody together, so that the day we are going to call the shot, nobody will be left behind. The time is fast approaching. Everybody knows that. And if it calls for every one of you to leave, remember, leave everything behind. We will recover them at the end of the day. This is not 1967, where you are going to abandon your property and go back, and then they will come and tell you it's an abandoned property. It is never going to happen. Make sure you have the document of your property intact. Take them with you. Run back to Biafra land, and let us do the job for you at the end of the day. I promise you, none of Biafra property, none. I mean none. Not even one room that we have a document that we're going to leave behind. We will fight Nigeria. Even after this freedom has been restored, we will still engage Nigeria until we are satisfied that what they have done to us, we have gotten them back. Thank you. Williams Nemeka, you have the mic. Speak up, please.
Thank you, my Honorable Minister of Information. Greetings to my PM Extraordinary, Ebubedike One, Ikuku himself, the quagmire of the zoo. Welcome to Northern Nigeria. Please, may I take Osoji for you? You know, when people came and asking Osoji and they are nowhere to be found any longer. So I'm taking Osoji for you with 100,000 a year. I will send it through my SA. Thank you for rescuing us. Thank you for being the hand of God upon our lives. Thank you, my PM. I greet you all the cabinet. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, my good much. EKPA Emmanuel, unmute yourself.
Good evening, dear friends. Good evening, Minister of Information. Good evening, the Prime Minister of BIAFRA government in exile. I greet you, sir. You are indeed a man of the people. Without you, I don't think some of us here in Nigeria will be here. But we thank God who brought you in this time. You are welcome, sir. This is my first time speaking with my PM and every one of you over there. I'm glad and happy to be here, even though what we are hearing and what we are seeing in Nigeria is something that nobody will advise anybody to do things that will make Nigeria a place that people will live in. Without being wasting much of the time, I've been following our Prime Minister right from the day he interviewed our leader, Muslim Khan, and even though things are not being the way it's supposed to be, but I've been praying and interceding the little I can to make sure and to ask God to help us to achieve this aim, like what he always said, that we are going to give freedom to our unborn children. They will not going to face what we are facing today. I thank him for all the things he has been doing to us. I thank him for making sure that our land is safe. We know what is happening in Nigeria. Many things are happening both in the northern side where we are today. But he never allows us to happen in Biafra. Thank you very much, my PM. I want to give you Soji to my PM, the little I can offer, so that as subsequent time and maybe I would like Information Minister to give me any contact within this area. I'm presently in the capital of Nigeria. How I will be getting orders like liaison officer and co, so that with time we will be participating and doing the little we can. I'm welcoming our PM with 5,000 a day. Thank you very much and God bless you all.
Those who don't know who is the admin in any part of Nigeria diaspora, like the brother that just spoke now, go to the comment section. I have posted the number, so contact any of those numbers and you'll be guided.
Super, over to you. Okay. I greet you, sir. I greet everyone. The media, I greet you. All the GLA, we are seeing what we are doing. As I told you, say, it's where you call Lagos. Don't go back. Since that time, I love it in Lagos because I talk to them, they hear. The way you now visited Lagos finish, I will put an honor on there. I greet you, sir. Well, sir. You know, say, for Lagos, I be for Zugeria, when you come a place like this, they get some area boys where they come harass more. They will carry something, take them, let them go where I'm over here. So I use 2,000 a jet, where say make you take challenge or small, make welcome, sir. I greet you. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Majesty Prime.
Please, Senator, admit yourself.
I greet my able Prime Minister. In fact, I am very privileged for the first time to speak through this medium to our Prime Minister one-on-one. I've been following him even right from before the kidnapping of our Omendu. In fact, what he's doing, in fact, it's a God that choosing him to take up this warrior path. We thank you for the good work that you are doing. You are saving a lot of lives of Biafra. So, and I want also to thank the entire members of the Biafra government in exile. So I want to thank Sonny Akarawa also. They have been doing wonderful. So where I am now is raining seriously. I am based in the capital of Adamawa. In fact, there is nobody here that I can, liaise with. But there are a lot of people who are always coming on Zoom like this to listen to our Prime Minister. So, but for me, I am very privileged today that I'm part of. I want to make myself, to be part of the history. So without wasting much of time, I want to give also to our Prime Minister with the sum of 10,000 a day. So, and I would like the team to kind of join me with a very close Lazim office, maybe like in Taraba, where I can forward my donation. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi. Okay, 042, unmute yourself.
Okay, good afternoon, my Minister for Information Channel. I greet you everybody. My friend, I welcome you today in the Northern Nigeria. But before I just want to say something because I was talking to message that I wasn't able to come online when you said my own status is Lagos. So I've been trying to do possible to get how to connect myself back to the person in charge in Lagos, but I thought I'll make sure I'm available to do this in the Northern Nigeria. So I say welcome, but I want to use that if every other anything more. I say maybe 5,000 and it will be the same Lagos today. You can Lagos, if you place everything more, come back and I tell you to drag around at so my Lagos state, the car of Lagos. So then,
I did my son did up now. I want jacket. I found out them man was here.
supporting in them that much. Then because that's so good. Maybe the guy, each and then the new link. And then each and the devotion.
If now, Ogma will send a message here to vote. He said one very message, you know, when you go to the vote, right?
All right, but I believe that the first. I'm not a moment here to start with because I have been active vote in my state program, then I am. Lagos State after the class to reach so we are going to make a Lagos that I'm not in my life due to my method job every next question, but because it's not the same. We can't even have a million more. I material to be able to know this cooker. I go
copy the number there.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Welcome, sir. About the person. About the person. I will make
everything We are not hiding anything. So, Mana, if you have question, you ask. What we are doing now, freedom. It's either you are doing it or you are not doing it.
That's it. No one has actually to do an election because people have been to this stage. I say I'm not it. Now, they are not that because they don't make a area. In the first place, what to do? Is it a newspaper? I want to do it. Is it a television? I want to do it. Is it a physical? I want to do it.
That's what I do.
Thank you, Mahazi. Do you unmute yourself?
Special greeting to my Prime Minister, Mazu Simon Ukromo Obatovie. Niluka Mukesi Ama Imaka Tagazero. This information. So now, Bamba, you are cited. I need to learn on a Kaiji Mono. I initiate na old Imo State Napo, Mona for the Umundum never. Yeah, we thank you all. Or how you precisely in old Imo State. We will go to the comment section after speaking. Then we will look for the contacts on how to tender our donations. So my PM, our question here something we are confused. We want to ask this question. Now we understand that we are in Owo State. Yes, Owo State in the state of Biafra. But we don't know any of the admin where we can get info except from these meetings or the other space meeting that we join. So it is
the same thing you will.
this question is really not worried. So
the media, if you are deep-rooted in the struggle, you will know your admins and all that. But however, you can reach out to the media and they will interview you and link you up to your state. Okay, all the Zoo network Ethiopia here.
Ebomana Gente, Dalolin and Umife, Kunisi Venezuela in Idwapona Eastern News 24, no bossing Kataina Boya, morning tea. Una Nugunu Yabife, Bakoleoka, Yabife Maze, Simon Ekpa, BIAFRA Prime Minister or Biafran Public Government in Ezai. Adikosi Duna Fukosi Ada, Niro Apupo, Gen Kiwaliku, Bastamaka Yabifenda, Nino Hugasi, Niro Apupo, the teacher. Drop on the comment section below. Also the Paki be a bob and cabo bosses Guinness so you need Rapo or in a for Yabi on your Cabalo, like here, Antono, or no notification. Share where code the Quendozo, Munai, the neighbor Chaka, Daludin and the Boman Agente. Organadiranya, Onyendu Yapatana, no Boro, Kemesiano, Munim.